Warning! This video contains proof of predictive programming. As we are all distracted, CISPA passes the House. The battle for our Fourth Amendment rights is being lost. First, the facts everyone should agree on. On April 15, 2013 at 2:45 p.m. Central at the 117th Boston Marathon, near the finish line, the first of two explosions detonated. The second followed seconds later. Explosions give off shock waves, which along with shrapnel cause damage. Shock waves are represented by concentric circles, as seen here and here. This symbol is also used to represent earthquakes, with the shock waves indicative of them. The bomb by the finish line of the Boston Marathon was literally only hundreds of feet from Old South Church, which has this tower. This tower used to have a clock. Here's some live cam footage of it from the explosion. And this is where the epicenters were, and you can see New South Church is just to the right of that right explosion. And they were delivered in a suicide bomber fashion. Although the bombers escaped, they still used a suicide bomber fashion, which ABC News labeled the kamikaze as the original suicide bomber. This is the flag of the kamikaze, the suicide bomber of Japan, during World War I, also known as the flag of the rising sun. The Boston Marathon is an international event, much like the Super Bowl, in which Beyonce did a theatrical performance at, which was laden with messages of symbolism. And now for the interpretation of those symbols, and hindsight is 20/20, much easier to figure out once events have occurred. So first, the suicide bombers, the kamikazes. This symbol was in the video. Look like it here, also right here, and again right here. Next we have the concentric circles of the blast or shock wave. And that's right here on the stage when she did her stomping. I first thought it was earthquakes, but it's the shock wave that's being represented. Next we have the old school church in Boston that has this tower. And it was captured by camcorder by witnesses. So in Beyonce's performance, here it is the buildings I saw with like some red, some blood or something around them. I thought it was Big Ben originally because of a clock tower. Well, the Old South Church used to have a clock. It's very similar. There's Big Ben right there, so you can see the similarity. Next, I took the image from the stage floor and put it up next to Old South Church Tower. Look at the similarity. Then I overlapped it. Look at this. It fits exact. Okay, we also had Beyonce laying in the middle of the stage, in the middle of some shock waves with a red cross, much similar to the Red Cross who responded. And at the center of these shock waves is a human being, the cause. And the explosions yielded a lot of smoke, much like at Beyonce's concert, a lot of smoke. Three meanings for the multiple arms. We've got illusion, god of destruction, and the loss of multiple limbs from the tragedy. So, what's it all about? The illusion, the cup and the faces, the grand illusion. That's what it's about. These are all illusionary images telling you that this whole thing is big smoke and mirrors. A big staged event sold by the propaganda media in order to push their agenda, to take away our rights, to keep us in fear, to strip away our liberties. And this is how they do it, through fear, through the threat of violence to us that they perpetrate and perpetuate. They needed a new event to create some more fear. 9/11's fear is wearing off. People are starting to feel safe. So they had to have another terror attack. It has to be a domestic terror attack so that they can come after us. Okay? One of these illusions they go to right here is the shattering of glass you're about to see. Okay, there was the flag and the shattering of the glass. Okay, this is also, by coincidence, that's about the only damage that was really done. That and the apple crate fence that was there, which I'll show you in a moment. Who? Who is doing this to us? The Illuminati. Yeah, that's right, the Illuminati. See, Beyonce loves them because they hurt people and they're evil. And she wants you to love them too. And you do, because Beyonce's so awesome. We gotta love the Illuminati too. Let's show our signs. Here's the clip of her walking up in slow motion, and this looks like the apple crate fence breaking apart, like at the explosion in the Boston Marathon. Look at this red glow that happens in the center of it. Why is that there? Right? Here's the apple crate fence. Look at it tossed, twisted and torn, destroyed. It looks very similar to me. Here's another image of the fence, and I just think it's predictive programming. This is subliminal messaging, people. You got to be aware of this. It's Beyonce, let's all run in place. That's just a coincidence too, I'm sure. Just gonna run in place. I know she's done that dance move for a while. Okay, good. I'm sure they planned this event for a while, not that she did, but here's her screaming fans running! Run, run! And explosion. Wake up, people. One last thing. After the halftime show, there was a blackout that lasted 33 minutes, left half the stadium in darkness and half in light, half asleep, half awake. Symbolically, they are the bringers of the lights for these people, and 33 is one of their favorite numbers, of course. Whatever 33, out!